In this video we are going to talk about top 10 most dangerous trees in the world. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Though the tree of life may be a well-known idea in mythology, folklore, and even religious stories, there are actually real trees of death that can do great harm to people in the diverse world of biology. All the trees we have taken into consideration in this particular account demonstrate that truth can sometimes be even stranger than fiction, even though we are unsure about the man-eating tree that is portrayed in some folklore. Here in this blog, we're going to list the top 10 trees that are extremely dangerous and can kill you. Number 10. Eel Tree. It feels and looks like an apple, but the fruit of this particular tree is extremely harmful to anyone's health. This deadly tree, also known as the Manzanilla de la Muerte, is a native of the Caribbean coasts, which include places like Florida, Central and South America, Mexico, etc. Number 9. Suicide Tree. India and several other Southern Asian nations both have the suicide tree. The reason this tree has its name is because some individuals have died by eating its fruits. The name of the plant is Cerbera odolum. It typically grows in coastal wetlands and next to marshy places. Cerberin, a digoxin-like cardenolide and cardiac glycoside toxin found in C. odolum kernels, disrupts the heartbeat, most frequently fatally, by blocking calcium ion channels in heart muscle. Vomiting has been identified as the most typical toxicity symptom in humans. The most frequent electrocardiographic abnormality was found to be sinus bradycardia. The majority of patients experience thrombocytopenia. Temporary cardiac pacing has been used in the management, apart from other supportive measures. The difficulty in detecting cerberin in autopsies and the ability of strong spices to mask its taste makes it an agent of homicide and suicide in India. There were more than 500 cases of fatal Cerbera poisoning between 1989 and 1999 in the southwest Indian state of Kerala. A fatal dose of the poison is contained in one kernel, leading to death within 1 to 2 days. Number 8. Bunya Pine. This tree is particularly found in Queensland in northeast Australia. The cones of these trees can be as heavy as 6 kilograms. When these cones fall from their branches, it can knock down anybody or even take some lives. The Bunya pine is the last surviving species of the section Bunya of the genus Araucaria. This section was diverse and widespread during the Mesozoic, with some species having cone morphology similar to A. abedwillii, which appeared during the Jurassic. Fossils of section Bunya are found in South America and Europe. The scientific name honors the botanist John Carn Bidwill, who came across it in 1842 and sent the first specimens to Sir William Hooker in the following year. Number 7. The Sandbox Tree. The sandbox tree is found in different parts of North and South America. This tree is famous for its pointed spines all along its trunk. The fruits of this tree tends to explode and spread its seeds in a different direction after getting matured. The speed of its seeds can reach up to 70 miles per second and can be very dangerous for anyone standing in that range. This tree even produces a typical type of sap that has a very high level of poison, causing rashes. Number 6. Milky Mangrove. Mangroves are often considered to be unique because this species tends to grow near water bodies. But the Milky Mangrove, or the Excoacaria agaloca, is unique in different ways. The sap of this plant might be the reason for severe skin blistering, irritation, and might even cause temporary blindness when brought in contact with eyes. This plant grows in saline or brackish water in tropical mangrove forests, in a distribution bounded to the west by India, to the north by Bangladesh, to the south by Australia. Within Australia, it thrives from northern New South Wales along the northern coastline around to Western Australia. Number 5. Oleander. The oleander plant contains several toxic items such as saponins, cardiac glycosides, and oleandrin. The plant might cause visual disturbances, rashes, fainting, lethargy, and even irregular heartbeats. Nerium can reach heights of 2 to 6 meters, 7 to 20 feet. Although it can be trained to grow into a small tree with a single trunk, it is most frequently grown in its natural shrub form. It can withstand both drought and flooding, but not a protracted period of frost. Year-round clusters of 5-lobed flowers in white, pink, or red reach their height in the summer. a long, narrow pair of follicles that mature into a fruit that splits open to release a large number of downy seeds. Nerium is a plant that has historically been thought to be poisonous because it contains a number of toxic substances. However, due to its bitterness, it is unpalatable to both humans and the majority of animals, making poisoning cases extremely uncommon and lowering the overall risk for human mortality. Larger doses may cause gastrointestinal discomfort, vomiting, excessive salivation, bloody diarrhea, and irregular heartbeat. Long-term contact with sap can result in dermatitis, eye inflammation, and skin rashes. 4. The European yew. This tree's deadly component, tachine, is present in every part of the plant. Anyone who injects it has a good chance of dying from poisoning without even exhibiting any symptoms. It is the tree that was formerly known as yew, though other related trees have since been discovered, so it may also go by the names common yew, English yew, or European yew. It is mainly grown for ornamental purposes. The majority of the plant's parts are lethal, and its toxins can be absorbed both topically and through the skin. Consuming even a small amount of the foliage can be fatal. Number 3. The strychnine tree. The primary source of the extremely toxic substance strychnine, which affects the nervous and muscular systems, is this plant. Getting exposed to it can cause tetanic tonic contraction. It is a major source of the highly poisonous, intensely bitter alkaloid strychnine and brucine derived from the seeds inside the tree's round, green to orange fruit. Strychnine concentrations in the dried blooms and seeds range from 1% to 1.5%. However, brucine and other dangerous substances are also present in the tree's bark. Number 2. Angel's trumpet. This plant's bell-shaped blossom is lovely in gardens, but it contains poisons like tropane alkaloids that can send anyone into a zombie-like state and create severe hallucinations. Due to the presence of tropane alkaloids, which are also responsible for the toxicity and delirious effects of both jimsonweed and the iconic deadly nightshade, Brugmansia species are among the most dangerous attractive plants. There has never been any proven evidence of any wild plants. All 7 species are only known from cultivation or as escapees from agriculture. Despite being well-liked ornamental plants and still existing in the wild outside of their original range as introduced species, they are consequently classed as extinct in the wild by the IUCN Red List. Since human cultivation has ensured the genus's continued survival, it is thought that their extinction in the wild is caused by the extinction of an animal that once dispersed the seeds. Number 1. Jimpie. This plant is frequently found in Australia's northeastern rainforest regions. Particularly at the point of touch, its hairy heart-shaped leaves have the potential to induce severe allergic reactions, acute itching, and even large hives. The notoriously terrible sting of D. moroides can leave victims in agony for weeks or even months. A neurotoxin similar to those produced by spiders or cone snails is produced by the plant, according to recent research from the University of Queensland. The most poisonous plant in Australia, if not the entire world, is said to be this one. The victim will experience acute burning and stinging at the site of contact immediately after coming into contact with the plant. This burning and stinging will worsen over the next 20 to 30 minutes and linger for hours or days before going away. Due to the intensity of the agony, the victim might not get much rest at this period. Urticaria, swollen and painful lymph glands beneath the arms, and rare instances of hospitalization have all been reported in severe cases. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.